Hi, welcome back to another video in my cybersecurity fundamentals series. We're almost done. Uh, but nonetheless, we're going to get through it, right? We got to make sure that we have the fundamentals down packed, right? So for this particular video, just going to cut straight to it for the most part. We just want to understand how to implement basic disaster prevention and recovery methods, right? So what we're first going to tackle is performing backup and recovery. So backing up data, kind of similar to what we went over in the last video. We're going to do a bit of reiterating it and taking our knowledge a little bit further. So backup data makes data available for restoration and recovery, right? So therefore, it's recommended to have the policy to back up our systems regularly. So the backup file is usually stored on an external storage device, right? So there's a few different types of backups, right? Image level, file level. Image creates an image of your system, file creates a copy of your files at a location, right? So we're going to first perform an image level backup, right? Then with those backup creates an all-encompassing image of the system, and the image the image includes system files, operating system installation files, user files, and the data presented and the attached external storage devices. Using the image backup file, we can retrieve lost data and the system config. So we're going to start with heading to the control panel, right? And then once we have that loaded up here, we'll go to the system and security, and then the backup and restore like we did in the last one here. If we have that. All right, perfect. So we're going to create a system image, similar again to what we did prior. Now we should just wait for the wizard to go out. I was looking for backup devices, right? So where do we want to save the backup? What we want to save it on the network location. So we're going to hit select, right? And then we're going to put same. There it is. Tried to time out on me. All right, we're going to put the same thing that we placed last time. Practice lab, DC01, CCS for a money sign, then practice labs, admin. All right, and then just actually generic passwords there. All right. Let's see, I think I spelled something wrong. Oh, I did. Let's put this one here. Let's see. Probably should have looked here first. Okay, let's see what's going on here. All right, perfect. So we got that squared away. I'm not sure what happened there with that. Well, but now we're back on the, actually, shouldn't be back here. There it is. All right, so we're back on the create a system image wizard, and we can see that now the specified network location is now listed. So we're going to click next. All right, and then let's see. All right, backup location, just to make sure everything looks good here. Okay, so let's see. So the saving backup here. Here. Oh, okay. All right. I see here. Just had to hit start. I had a brain fart there for a second. So we're just going to wait for the progress to be completed because the image creation process it's progressing, and May or may not take a while to complete. Should be done in just a second. All right, perfect. Backup completed successfully, right? So I'm going to hit close here. All right, it should have asked for something else in the dialog box, but that's fine. So the backup completed, that's what we wanted. So I just close it out, and I'm also going to control out the control panel window, and then that allows us to go into our next exercise, which is using cloud storage as a backup. So backup can be used, can be created using multiple methods, creating a backup on the local machine, creating a backup on the cloud. So local storage backup is a backup copy stored on the local machine, right? So the local backup copy will be lost if the local machine is completely damaged, along with the original data. So a cloud backup is actually a safer option because the backup is away from your local system. Now, if all the data on the local machine is lost, the copy on the cloud would still be available. And the cloud copy can generally be replicated fairly quickly, and it depends on the amount of the data in the backup. All right, so first we're going to understand that using cloud storage or backup, what kind of tools we have available to us using Windows. Microsoft OneDrive is a built-in utility in Windows, and we can use our Outlook account to access this to back up our data. Now, when we use this utility, we can configure it to keep a copy of the data on our local system along with maintaining a copy on OneDrive. So as we make changes to the local data, the changes are replicated to OneDrive instantly. And if our internet connection is working, of course, and we'll be able to use OneDrive as cloud storage. So I'll just open up OneDrive here. Let's see. All right, so the wizard should be displaying, right? And open this up. Okay, perfect. Sign in. It should be X from the password. I think this is it. Get correctly. Just a second. All right, perfect. So I successfully logged in. So now I'm just going to hit next. All right. And just wait for everything else to do it later. Then next is all right. OneDrive folder. All right. Okay, perfect. I'll just make sure. So it's like the file explorer. Okay. All right, perfect. So in the system tray, we'll notice that a cloud icon appears, right? Also, the OneDrive folder is open in File Explorer. This is the cloud here. And this is where we see that, between this area here and this area here, we see that OneDrive is what we're looking at. So now if we hover over, let's see, here, should say it's up to date. Click on it here. All right. All right, nonetheless, yeah, so you see the date, so that essentially lets us know that we're where we want to be, right? So now we're just going to right click on the icon, and then we're gonna go into our settings here, so just a second. Perfecto. All right, we're already in the count. And then choose folders here. Now we'll notice that the OneDrive has added files not in a folder, documents or personal photo or pictures, right? And we're going to keep the default settings here. And then we're just going to close out the OneDrive window, well, the settings window like these. So let's see, OneDrive. There it is. Actually, I want to also expand that as well. And let's see. Okay, synchronize. All right, perfect. So now we want to create a new folder, right? And I believe everything should already be created from last time I did this. Actually, I'll just merge it, right? So so now I'm just going to close File Explorer here. Then I'm going to right click here, all right? View online. Yeah, we want Firefox is fine. Yeah, it should ask me if I already have it, and I should be able to sign in with the credentials I used before. Yep, there it is. All right, perfect. So I've successfully signed in, um, and now that we see that the ACI folder is already synchronized, as you can see, I've already done it before, but I'm just now recording it, recording me actually doing it. So now that we see that we have it here in our OneDrive for our folder, I'll just close that out, and then we can move forward with the next exercise. So now what we're going to do is perform an online account recovery. So a user account has some information, such as associated username and password and contact number, right? Things of that nature. And in case this information is lost, it becomes impossible to access the user's content or the account's content. And account recovery options are useful for regaining lost access, and each cloud service provider offers one or more methods to recover the account. Now, what we're going to do is when you usually create an account with an online cloud service provider, like Microsoft, the one we've just saw with OneDrive, we're requested usually to have recovery information such as a mobile number or an alternative email account. So we're going to just recover our Microsoft Outlook account. So we're connected to the proper server in one-on-one. Then I'm going to head to this address here, accounts.live.com. Yes, CR. All right, perfect. Let's see if I enter it correctly. Live.com. See, okay, I had it backwards. All right, perfect. And when I'm trying to get back into this, so here, another practice lab at outlook.com. Okay, I'll just enter in this here, HG6G. God, sometimes it's like, I can't even, I know I'm not a robot. So, let's see. See here, yep. Oh, okay, I see here. All right, I believe I have one more. All right, I believe I do have another one. Let's see. Not what I was trying to do. Okay, so not working properly. All right, perfect. Acting a little off, but it's able to finally input the alternate email address to contact me. All right, to recover the current account. I believe that should be it. Contact email address. We're just gonna copy this, paste that. Oh, okay. Could have sworn I wanted another one. Nonetheless, it's okay. All right, so we're going to input the code. Just a second. So I ran into a bit of an issue with the VMs with the server here, but I just wanted to still cover exactly what should happen, right? So usually the verification is complete as far as recovering the account, and then you secure it with a new password. And then after filling in the details, you hit save, and then your account usually is successfully recovered. And then you would presumably sign back into your account just to make sure everything is working properly with the new password. And if it asks to save the password, you want to make sure you click no. Then you can close out your browser if you choose to do so. Now, also, you want to understand the uninterruptible power supply and source, right? Which is an electronic apparatus which provides power supply to its attached load when the primary supply fails. And it shows the places when the sudden loss of power could have brought a shutdown of the system or some power loss, that can happen at any time. We've seen in the last few years, at least with the power grid in Texas and a few other places, have been knocked out unceremoniously. So you just want to make sure you protect yourself with being able to recover your data as well as any accounts in those particular platforms or tools that we went over. But just to have a brief recap of everything that we did go over so far to the end is we performed a backup of recovery, used cloud storage as backup, performed an online account recovery, and we went over uninterruptible power supply as well. And we successfully completed performing an image level backup, a cloud storage backup, and we also performed an online account recovery. Thank you again for watching another one of my videos for my cybersecurity fundamentals series, and I'll see you in the next one.